5 things we learned from Jinger and Jeremy Vuolo's latest podcast episode: cold showers, eating in the bathroom, and more. Jinger Duggar Vuolo is letting her husband know what growing up with 18 siblings was like. On the latest episode of the Jinger and Jeremy podcast, the 6th Duggar child filled her husband, Jeremy, in on some aspects of being part of such a large family. Here are 5 things the former soccer player, and all of us who were listening, learned. 1. Getting a hot shower was a challenge. Before they became reality TV stars living in a 7,000 square foot custom-built home, the Duggars lived in small rental homes where the children and their parents shared just 2 bathrooms, which led to long lines and cold showers. I think when we were younger that was more of a problem because we only had 2 bathrooms in most of our rental homes, Jinger said. There was constantly a line and the water would not stay hot very long, so if you wanted to have a hot shower, you needed to be one of the first 2 or 3 in there. 2. Extreme measures were taken to protect food. Like hot water, food was sometimes in short supply in the Duggar household, so a few of the siblings brought their meals into the bathroom to make sure no one else ate it. I remember a few times when we were very young, some of my siblings would take their plate of food, get ready for this, it's disgusting, in the bathroom, they would carry it and put it on the bathroom counter. My mom would be like, "Don't do that, they're going to eat it," Jinger recalled. That's literally what they thought. I'm not going to be able to eat my food because somebody's going to take it and we might not have enough for seconds today. 3. The best meals come straight from the can. Not every meal the Duggar kids enjoyed growing up was served on a plate. Jinger recalled some of the family's favorites were eaten right out of the can. We'd always try to get whatever we could at Aldi because it was cheap. We would get flats of cans of ravioli and of green beans, corn, we would eat them out of the can, she said. So ravioli, we would eat it cold, and that was our meal a lot of days, and then we would eat green beans out of the can and we'd pour salt and vinegar in there, in a can, and just eat it, and that was our favorite. 4. TV ruined a classic family recipe for the siblings. Thanks to their multiple TLC series, Mother Michelle's tater tot casserole became famous, even though her kids would be happy to never have another taste. My mom would make massive casseroles, like green bean casserole, whatever casserole, tater tot casserole, oof, and all that, Jinger said. I think all my siblings would say the same thing because we all loved it so much, and then when the show came around, everybody who came to the house every other day would be like, "Oh, tater tot casserole, we want the famous tater tot casserole," and we would be like, "Are you kidding me? This is so gross, don't make us eat it again." 5. It's always important to look good, even when you're on a tight budget. When the family would attend events with members of their IBLP faith community, campaigning with politicians or promoting their TLC shows, they grabbed attention thanks to the outfits Jinger and her older sister Jessa Sewald picked out. Jessa and I would usually pack all of the kids' clothes, sometimes even like the older teenage boys would be like, "Oh, I don't care, just get me clothes that are nice," so we would do the shopping for them a lot of times, we would pack the clothes, she said. Back in the day we were all about color coordinating everybody, so we would not match, we hated matching, but my parents were like, "We want you to kind of coordinate at least," so we would pick out the outfits so that way they would be somewhat stylish, so we would look at the Brooks Brothers catalogs, we would be like, "Okay, what should we get the kids?" And we could not afford it, so we would go to the thrift store and we'd buy whatever we could find that looked similar to that. Olivia Plath says new Duggar family docuseries was triggering to watch. That was my life. Shiny Happy People. Duggar Family Secrets, which premiered Friday, explores the family's troubling ties to a radical religious organization. Olivia Plath is detailing how the new Duggar family-centered docuseries, Shiny Happy People, Duggar Family Secrets, hit a little too close to home for her. The Welcome to Plathville star, 25, spoke about how the Prime Video docuseries about the Duggar family and their controversial religion, the Institute in Basic Life Principles, was triggering to watch, given her similar experiences with faith, in an Instagram story post on Saturday. That was my life up until a few years ago, Plath said. A little triggering to watch, but also there is solidarity in having other people speak up and say, "Yep, you're not crazy, happened to me too. I know about this." That is healing in a way. Plath then shared that she received an overwhelming response from people saying, "Please, let's talk about this," which she said prompted her and her sister Lydia to decide to talk about their experience as ex-fundamentalist and ex-cult kids, more in-depth during an Instagram live on Monday. "I will say, the realm in which my public life exists, there's a lot of things I can't say," the reality star admitted. "There's a lot of things I want to say about religion, about my past, about the world that I went right back into, and I hadn't known to say them in the public space that exists for me, so I'm gonna get on Instagram instead. I'm jumping on to say my experience, to be honest, was decently negative. There's a lot of things that I laugh about now, because what else are you supposed to do?" Plath added, then clarifying that she is not really religious anymore. Premiering in November 2019, Welcome to Plathville initially followed Ethan and his close-knit family, his wife Olivia, parents Barry and Kim Plath, and 8 siblings, and their lives as a traditional conservative bunch living in rural Georgia while largely abstaining from technology amid today's digital age. Ethan and Olivia now live in Minneapolis with his 19-year-old sister, Mariah Plath. The 4-part limited series focusing on the Duggars, which premiered on Friday, meanwhile, explores the wholesome family's troubling ties to a radical religious organization. In doing so, it shows how the organization has shaped, and negatively impacted, the once beloved TLC brood, which has since faced a bevy of scandals. Duggar News. Jana engaged to a divorcee? Jim Bob and Michelle furious? Jana Duggar is back from her social media hiatus and basking in the limelight. Duggar News followers always remain curious about what the infamous family has been up to. While most of the adult siblings make posts about their milestones on social media, Jana had refrained from doing so. It could be because of Josh Duggar's imprisonment or the Shiny Happy People documentary. But it seems like Jana is finally back and ready to turn over a new leaf. In a new video, she has been sparking discussions about her mystery man. Fans already know she is engaged, as they spotted a ring on her finger. But a new revelation has made fans believe that she might be tying the knot with a divorced man. Is this true? Duggar News. Jana hiding her engagement, marrying a divorcee? A few weeks ago, Jana Duggar made a surprising return on social media. Ever since the controversy surrounding her brother Josh Duggar and his imprisonment, she had been quite low-key. In a new post, she marked her return on Instagram and also began sharing weekly vlogs about her life on YouTube. Duggar News followers must know she is one of the only eldest siblings who hasn't wed yet. But it looks like Jana will soon tie the knot. Fans know so after spotting a ring on her finger. At the same time, she cropped a man out from her recent YouTube video. The audience feels it must be her beau. Some remember that Jana was in a relationship with another reality TV celebrity, Steven Wisman. They said he resembled the cropped man from the video. However, a Reddit user spilled some tea on a thread. They claimed Jana wasn't with Steven but someone else now. As per their source, the Duggar News sibling is engaged. However, her parents, Jim Bob and Michelle, aren't happy about this as the man is a divorcee who already has kids. It may have created a rift between them. While some users believe the post, others are waiting a bit more for more clarity on this matter. Duggar News. Jana Duggar secretly engaged. In one of her previous vlogs, Jana confirmed how she is not living in the Arkansas compound with her parents, Jim Bob and Michelle Duggar. Everyone began to wonder what must be the reason behind it. The star also wore a sleeveless top and a pair of shorts in the video, which went against the family's religious dress code. But the Duggar News followers couldn't keep calm once they spotted something exciting. Jana was hanging out with her brother, John David, and people spotted a big engagement ring on her finger. It really surprised everyone as they wondered why Jana didn't announce such a thing. Now there is a buzz about her beau being a divorcee and her parents disapproving of this union. It makes sense why she was mum about this. Do you think Jana will eventually announce her engagement and wedding plans or continue to keep things private? Tell us in the comments. Keep track of all the latest Duggar News updates by keeping track of TV season and spoilers.